Today I'll be revealing my brand new Tesla Model 3 vinyl wrap. I have changed the colour of this car once again, and in this video we'll show off what that colour is. We'll explain exactly how much that wrap cost and if there were any complications, because spoiler alert, there were a couple of complications. Now this is actually the second time I've had my Model 3 wrapped. A couple of years ago I had it wrapped bright pink as part of a YouTube challenge. That first wrap cost £2,200, so it is not cheap to get a car completely wrapped a different colour. And I had a couple of issues with the pink wrap. In particular, the wing mirrors started peeling off within just a couple of days, and I had to go have those replaced with a more flexible black vinyl. And then when you got close to areas around the boot, there was actually quite a lot of peeling. So the question is, have we got a better wrap this time? Well, I suppose without further ado, it is time to reveal my brand new green Tesla Model 3. Woo! Very fancy. It's green. I've got a green Tesla. They don't sell green Teslas. So what do you think? Please do let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I don't know how well this green Tesla will show up on camera, but in real life, it looks really cool and I am very, very happy with it. Basically, we didn't want to go crazy flashy. We didn't want to get bright gold or something super reflective. I wanted something that would be nice and classy, and it's almost racing green. Something that would look different to the normal Tesla Model 3, but not so crazy that it attracts too much attention to me. I want people to drive past this car and think, that was a nice looking car, and then they go on with the rest of their day. And I think that's exactly what we've got right here. A beautiful green Tesla, and I'm really happy with it. And I think it's the kind of colour that I will leave on long term for at least 2 years. And yeah, it looks fantastic. Look at it with the black trims. Obviously the car is a bit muddy because of the weather, but it goes so well with the black. Isn't that fantastic? Oh yes, very, very nice. Now, I did speak about imperfections on the pink Model 3, so let's talk about any issues that I might have had with the green Model 3. And basically, I had the exact same issue with the wing mirrors, where within just a couple of days, it was peeling off, and it was quite bad to the point where it definitely needed redoing. But I took it back to DNA Wraps. They're the people that wrapped this car. It's a different company to last time. And he sorted it out within a few days, and you see that we have kept the green. And so far, fingers crossed, this time, hopefully, we are perfect and there's not going to be any more issues with anything peeling off. It looks good at the moment. Now let's walk down the rear of the vehicle and see if we can have a look at any other troublesome spots, because when the car was wrapped pink, around this area I had a few issues with peeling and it definitely didn't look perfect. So let's investigate this one in great detail once again. Okay, here we go. So around here on the pink, definitely didn't look great. On this one, it looks a lot better. You can see that it isn't perfectly flat, you know, there are a couple of little folds. But considering what a teeny tiny intricate area that is, and the fact that it's constantly going to be rubbing against each other, I wasn't expecting that to be flawless. But overall, I think the DNA Wraps has done an absolutely fantastic job, and I'm really, really happy with how everything looks on this car. And also, a quick side note, remember those little cheap Tesla black decals that I bought off Amazon like 2 years ago and I applied myself? They're still going strong. Come and have a look at my wheel. Look at that. That sticker is still right there and it looks absolutely fantastic. I've still got the sticker on the front and back. I've still got the sticker on the wheel. They all look great. Now going back to the look of the colour specifically, obviously this time of year it's very cloudy in the UK. However, when there is a rare bit of sun, this car does actually have a beautiful little glisten. Come and have a look with my little light. It probably does not show up too much on camera, but there's definitely kind of orange glow that happens, and I'm really looking forward to the summer because you're really going to be able to see that way more and it'll actually start sparkling a little bit. Another thing to point out is when you're wrapping a Tesla, no matter how good a job the wrap vinyl artist does, you do have issues with panel gaps because Tesla's just bad with panel gaps, and you can see that they become more obvious when the colour underneath is different to the one on top. It's also quite bad around the boots in particular. You can see that it is just very easy to see the white now, whereas it was less noticeable when the whole car was white. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about exactly how much it cost to have my Tesla wrapped green. So this was in total £1,900, which is pretty much identical to how much it costs to have it wrapped pink, but there was an extra £400 worth of VAT, whereas this one didn't have any VAT. That £1,900 includes the labour costs of wrapping the Tesla and also the material costs of buying the vinyl to wrap the Tesla. And I don't think it's too bad a price, and I think that DNA Wraps has done a fantastic job, so I'll leave his link in the description just in case you live nearby. On top of that, I did have a couple of additional expenses due to even more trouble that I had. Me and Becky decided it'd be nice to have a day out in Alton Towers. Yeah, fantastic, we had a lovely day. However, when we parked, the kid next to us opened their door right onto the Tesla, even though it had just been wrapped about 3 days earlier, and literally right there, they caused a little dent and ripped that bit of the panel. And even though it was a tiny, tiny scratch, it happened to be on one of the largest panels on the car, which meant this whole thing needed to be redone at a cost of £95. But the person that did it paid for that technically, so I guess that wasn't really an expense on my end. But another expense that I did have was my car insurance, because if you don't know, when you change the colour of your car, whether it's an actual respray or a vinyl wrap, you have to let your insurers know. And some insurance companies don't even allow it, like it will void your insurance, which is what happened when I had it wrapped pink. This time I basically just had to pay a very expensive admin change. I think it was 195 quid to have it updated to a new colour, which I feel like is a bit of a scam, to be honest, but there's nothing really I can do about that. And as well as your insurance, you also need to change your V5C logbook as well. You have to actually post a letter to DVLA to let them know that you've changed the colour of your car. But that doesn't cost anything other than a second class stamp. So in total, this was about £2,000 to have this nice, green, beautiful Tesla, and I am really, really happy with it. So please let me know what you think of the car in the comments down below. I know it's nothing crazy, it's nothing super flashy, but I think it's very classy, and that's what I want on my daily driver. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Oh, and quickly, just one last thing to make it official. Oh, poop. Yeah.